So let's continue where we're up to. So what are we saying? So the הזאת explain that the Sar, the angel, the source of Edom, of Golos, is Yoshev Etzli, sits by me, which is a level which a Yid ordinarily through Avodah cannot reach, so it's astonishing. That basic Avodah, basic Tefillah, which is to fill the lack, the divine lack, addresses the forces that create us. It's one Eibishter, but expresses himself through Shem Elikim, Shem Havayim, Malak Alalmin, Sevav Kalalmin. So this is what's not revealed in the world, not when Malak Alalmin is revealed, and certainly not Sevav Kalalmin. And the Yid is Mispalo, and that's his Avodah, B'chol Levavcha, B'chol Nafshecha, and he fills these lacks, which is an extraordinary achievement. And yet we're saying that Edom is higher. Etzli means beyond Ishtalshus altogether, even higher than Shem Havayim. What's Edom doing there? How does Golos, how does the HaOlah, and how do they get there that Yoshev Etzli? The basic answer, without using any of the language of the Maamar, just in general terms, is, again, to explain it to our McGill student, which means to explain it to ourselves. Within each person as a McGill student, there's also the Eloi from Panyevich. Everybody has them. And Mislaga should be Kirby, and they're just the one who's the truth seeker. So, at the end of the day, everybody wants to know, even Mislaga, convince me. So this is for everyone. So what are we saying in simple language? So it's a very strong question. What does it mean that somehow the source of HaOlah, the nations of the world, and Golos, and everything comes along with that, is higher than the relationship touches God deeper than the connection the Jew has with Hashem? Ordinarily, V'sunsi B'chol Ma'itcha addresses that. But before we get to B'chol Ma'itcha, the fundamental question is, how does the HaOlah, how does Edom get there to sit next to me? So the word the Maamar uses is chutzpah. No, chutzpah. He didn't ask to be there, and he didn't create himself. Chutzpah means like this. It means that till the birur, till the refinement, till the pnimius hakavana is revealed. The pnimius hakavana. Let's understand what we mean by the words pnimius hakavana. Why do we speak about the pnimius hakavana as opposed to the kavana? The divine intent. Isn't that the same thing? What are we saying by pnimius hakavana? Because you say kavana, the divine intent, on a very basic level, as was understood till Chassidus. Then what's the kavana? What's the purpose of the whole creation, heaven and earth and so on? It's all to earn your place in heaven. That's the kavana as it's been understood, and that's how it appears externally and justifiably. And Torah expresses that. There's higher, there's lower. This world is a world of darkness and lies. It's one big UN. And the whole point is to overcome it and earn a place in heaven. Resist it, overcome it, defeat it. Atzilus is close. Asiya is far. And you want to get close? This is even invoking Kabbalah. So what's the kavana? The kavana is to ascend, to reach the highest levels. In truth, that doesn't change, but there's a whole new understanding of the pnimius hakavana that Chassidus reveals, which will explain this mystery, this painful mystery of what's Edom doing, Yoshev Etzli. And the pnimius hakavana is actually the reverse. No kindalach. It's not about ascending to heaven. It's about the tachten and bringing the highest revelations here, revealing them on earth. And that's this reason why Edom sits with me, because that's my ultimate kavanah, is that this Edom, this dark world that opposes me, in the end becomes a very place where I am revealed in the deepest way, sharing my very self with you, the Jew. Till that happens, he sits there like brazenly, chutzpah, as if he actually belongs there. You fool. You don't. You have no metzias per se. You serve a purpose. Your purpose is dir betachtoinim. Don't for a moment think that you have any value. That's our shlichus, is to reveal that in the most beautiful way, that your greatest virtue is that you should be a vehicle for godliness. And that's what you want also, because that's why you were created. And that's why Yoshev Etzli. That's what he's saying. Now, what's going to achieve that avodah? Not avodah b'chol b'chol nafshecha. This we need avodah of b'chol b'itcha tfilas osher, tfilas Moishe, which he will continue to explain, which he addressed already a little bit. And that is that what's the whole avodah? Not filling lacks, even divine lacks, but your ultimate intent. The whole avodah is your kavanah. Pnimius kavanah. I lack for nothing. It has to be born. I don't need anything. I'm here because you want to dir b'tachtonim. That's the tfilas osher. The matter said earlier. What is? It doesn't use the word tfilas osher, but what's tfilah l'Moishe? Maybe it does use actually the medrash, the language tfilas osher. We revisit that. But anyway, it is when someone. What is his request? He tells the king, you have a Medina, you have a country, this is Elam Hazeh, Sfiris HaMalchus, which is the source of Elam Hazeh, that is Chareva, it's in a state of absolute ruin. It lives in lies and delusion, and there's pain and darkness and abuse. Decree then it be fixed. It's your Medina, it's your country, it's your Pnimius HaKavanah. That's what Eibush is waiting for a Jew to cry out. That's B'chol Ba'itcha. That's Tfilas Osher. I don't need any of this. But you do. You've chosen to need it. You want this. This is your Medina. You want the revelation of your essence here, and therefore I want it because you want it. Of course I want it. Rabbi actually addresses that in the first sikh, I think. Just glanced at it. The first sikh of this Fabrengen. Or the sikh right after the Maimer, maybe the Maimer the first thing. At any rate, that if it's only asking for the Eibush, it's not really a tefillah. Tefillah classically means I'm lacking. The answer is, I think, I just glanced at it, that I am lacking, but because you're lacking. So even tefillah's osher has an element of classic tefillah. Fill the lack, even my lack, but only because it's yours. So that's what the Sar of Edom is doing, sitting right there. This is the Rishima. The Rishima, I mean, what we need to do is understand what the Rishima means and how that's reflected, but this is what it means. The Rishima means that after the Eibishter removed the Silik Oirei HaGadol, which means that the first thing God did was reveal, Oir, Bligvul. Now, that right away made the overt statement that what's virtue, where is God to be found in revelation? The unarticulated secret that only comes out at the end of Golus, there all along, but only articulated by the Baal Shem Tov, and the Arizal started it, is that it's not the Ein Sof, it's the Rishima in the Silik and the removement that created that moment of concealment, but which created the Rishima, the impression. But without going again, what does it mean? Le'noga b'yatzimtzum means that didn't create distance. The removal of the Giloi, leaving only the Keich HaGvul, didn't create a distance. On the contrary, the Keich HaGvul, it's him, and therein is the purpose, in his concealment, in his containment, which will end up in the Leilam Hazeh that utterly conceals him. It's all rooted in the Rishima, which is the root of Malchus and Oisius and everything that it's containing, concealing, confining, that's responsible for Ilam Hazeh. Le'noga b'yatzimtzum means there that didn't create a distance. Tzimtzum creates a distance in the world of The Kav, Atzilus is closer, Bri is further, Yisir is further, and there's the Gaguim, the longing for divine revelation and connection. That's the intent, to create the Tzomah L'chal Nafshi. To create that Gival. But at Rishima, there's no Gival. Rishima knows the secret, but can't say it. And it doesn't, because it's just a Rishima, it's an impression. It's there latently, it's there in the underpinnings of the whole process, but not articulated, so nobody heard it. No one's supposed to hear it. Ishtalshus goes along its merry way, which is this further and higher and closer. But in the Rishimbo, the truth is there, but not revealed. Which means this concealment didn't make me, this is not further from you, this is actually your Pnimius HaKavan. That's not articulated by divine design. He wants an Elyon, and therefore a Tachten, the Tachten should pine for the Elyon. And then the Tachten should know that you are the Kavanah in your pining, that's what I want. And in your longing will be the greatest in the Tzomah L'chal Nafshi, that's where we're going to be connected in the deepest way. When the revelation will be there. In the Midbar. We'll bring that longing of the Midbar in the place where I'm revealed. It's even deeper. We're somewhat clear.
Thank you, but explain to me. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll ask you later.
David, you listening? Are you there? It's a party behind the DP. It's hard to know what's going on. Huh? Oh, wait, he's not there. Okay, Chaim, what do you say?
I'm here. I just getting to press my mute is not easy.
Okay, you heard what I said now?
Yeah, I heard.
I'm asking if it's becoming clearer. The Yoshev Etzli.
The Yoshev Etzli, sorry.
I'm asking David 1 second. Is it clear a little bit? This whole question here. What's Edom doing? The sound, the Malach of Edom, with the Shodesh of Edom. Yoshev Etzli higher than Ishtav. Is that somewhat clearer now?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're being a nice guy, David. Tell him the truth.
Be polite.
It's a little high up there, but yeah.
If there's a specific question, please ask. We'll never.
Why is it
I wouldn't want to write an exam on it, but.
Okay, but if you have a specific question, I'm just encouraging. Chaim, one second. Any specific questions? There's no such thing as a layabaishan lamid. You know, the one who's embarrassed will never learn. That's it. You know, it's not embarrassing to ask a question.
I hear you. I know.
So it's a specific question. Explain this term. What does this mean? I still don't get. Let's listen. That's what Chassidim are for. We hammer it out together. This is very difficult and counterintuitive and nuanced and irony upon irony upon irony. That's not easy to embrace. So it needs a lot of thought and questions and discussion. Let's talk. One by day. I mean, if I'm breaking the time for that too, not just a shir.
Okay. We'll try and ask more questions.
I encourage that. You can send me a text. I'm going to talk to everybody. Send a text or verbally, orally. Better. It's better. Back and forth is always better. Okay, Chaim, yeah.
It says in tabi kanesher mishomerita. In other words, shagbo.
He's getting to this now. We're getting now to the mishomerita.
Okay,
that's what we're up to.
So why do we say that through the avodas of the Yid is this happening? I think it's the avodah of the Yid is what's bringing down the goy.
That's what brings it down. When we acknowledge, when we understand that the kavanah is dir b'tachtonim, and it's what you have chosen, then we have validated the world. Then we validated why Yoshev Etzli. Why Yoshev Etzli? Because my kavanah is the tachten. That's why he's so close to me up there, as it were, because that's my pnimius kavanah. And the yid through tfilas arshe, which means an avodah not for me, but to carry out your intent of revelation here, down here. That's what brings him down, which means validates in the truest way, makes the world a dir b'tachtonim. His whole mitzvah is only here to reveal what a yid is and who the Eibishter is, and we're here. That's what Mishum Bar Yitzchak means. I'll take you down from your perch of
your trip, from your trip that you thought that was the right thing.
That you thought that you're a mitzvah per se. You thought that you're real per se. You thought that you have some value per se. Nothing. Your whole reality and value is because I want to dir b'tachtonim, and you're the tachten in which I want to be revealed and connected to my yidale. And it's going to be where? In Elam Hazeh. In Golus. That's Mishum Bar Yitzchak. And what reveals that? The Yid's avodah of shlichus, of dir b'tachtonim. Why are we here? To carry out the divine intent.
Okay.
Which is revealed when? Mamish at the end of Golus. When all this has to happen. Which we are all part of. Let's see it in the Maimon. Okay. The Maimon doesn't say exactly the words I just said, but if this is what the Maimon is saying, so when we say the words of the Maimon, you'll understand what he means. The Hineksiv, yeah, let's start again. Omno. Everybody has the place. It's the second ois of ois Zion. Omno, Shalom, good morning. Do you here or you're at home? Tapo. So come inside. Why don't you come inside?
Good morning. Good morning.
Huh?
I'm home.
You're home. Oh. Omna Mazeh Barakadosh Baruch. Looks like you're in the shul there. Omna Mazeh Barakadosh Baruch. So you just finished saying the end of the previous ois. Important. It's very important. I'm going to say that. What the Maimon said. Where is Edom sitting? This level of Etzli. That's the level where, in reconciling the contradictory statements of the Psukim and Chazal would appear to be in contradiction. We affect or we don't affect above. The answer was the lower levels you affect, Shem Havai, Shem Elikim, but Etzli we don't affect. That's where he's sitting. That's how he can sit there, because Havai doesn't make a difference. So Edom can be there too. Haleoch Esav leYaakov is going to quote the pasuk in the moment. Yaakov and Esav are brothers, which means bepnimius, relative to the levels of the true bligvo etzli, it's all the same, insignificant. Lo nogeya only externally. Pnimius hakavana, yeah nogeya. That's because Atzmos chose. No logic to this. Eibishter chose. He wants a dir b'tachtonim. He wants Yaakov to transform Esau. So that's the madrega of. So this madrega of Yosef actually is that darga which we identified in Eisvav. Ma'ichlas te'ilakadosh baruch hu. What does Hashem care? Says Chazal. Here's what the statement is. Remember. It's rhetorical. Does Hashem care whether you shech properly or not? Eat treif, eat kosher? He's unaffected. Concludes the Maimon Chazal. Mitzvahs are given only for our benefit. We should earn reward. God's unaffected. That's the way things are externally. Yeah, and I'm saying mitzad the external kavana. If you look at things externally before Chassidus has probed and revealed the inner intent, that's the way it is. Al pitoida. These were psukim have to be reconciled, and they were reconciled. Here you affect, here you don't affect. Nothing affects there. All is equal. And that's why Yosef sits there. That's why Edom sits there. Comes Pnimius HaKavana and says, you know why he's sitting there? Not because he doesn't care. It completely turns around. Because he doesn't care. It's more than cares. Because he chose. It's a Pnimius HaKavana, Pchiras HaAtzmos, that the Eibishter chose. He wants a dir b'tachtonim. That's why there's an Esau. And that's why he's there, because that's his Pnimius HaKavana. And you, my child, are going to make this happen. Yaakov, you, Yidala, are going to turn around Esav and Elam Hazeh and make it the Dira, like the Basi, the Gani, Achosi Kala. You're going to make this whole world blossom with our connection, whichever human being is going to be a part of and celebrate. It's going to be a big chasana. The whole world will participate and celebrate. The Rishonim will be destroyed, the Gim Klippos Atmeis, but the rest of the world will participate in the positive way. And the destruction of the Rishonim is like the fireworks. Also part of the celebration. But it's the fireworks, the little healthy explosions. It's also part of the Kabbalah. The destruction of the wicked is also contributes to the big simcha. Fireworks. Then you sit down to the meal and you enjoy, we dance and celebrate. The whole world will be clapping and playing the instruments, being part of the big orchestra and clapping the mitzvah dance between the Eibishter and every Yid. Yisrael and Malka b'chodohi, Yid and the Eibishter alone, and the whole world will applaud them. And thank you for allowing us to be part of this. And that's what's happening right now. We're isolated, we're alone, and we're on the brink of, right now it's all negative. That the negativity is couched, and I still love you, it's all very confusing. But the bottom line is we're alone. Why are we alone? Because that's the truth. You saw the Malka b'chodohi, it's us and Eibush alone. And the rest of the world, you're going to understand that and celebrate that and want to be a part of it. And you will be. But I've insist we could make it happen at the end of Gola, so I don't have to wait for Gola for this. Just stand tall and strong and I'll come round one way or another. But the end is the all will. The wicked will implode, the fireworks, and the rest will celebrate. Be part of it, the big simcha. So let's continue.
Continue.
All the story. It's one of the two.
Continue. Well, if people want to listen to the story, you'll start the story at 6:35. Yalla, please.
Okay, the president says we can't. He has the veto vote. It says to Yaakov, because Yaakov is astonished. What's Esau doing? Yosef actually, he doesn't understand this. We're not meant to. It's Klippa. What's he doing there? Al tira of the Yaakov, don't be afraid. There's a pnimis hakavana going on, which you are a part of, and is going to happen. Even if he sits by me, and that's like for us shocking. I'll bring him down from there, and we're going to say at the end of the ice. The reason he's up there is because from. Well, let's see the words of the mind. If he lifts himself up, referring to Esau, Edom, like an eagle, Mishom eritcha, from there, I'll bring him down. Mishom means there's the primis hakavana. That's what I intended all along. That's why he's so high up there, because my intent is the dir betachtonim. That's why it's uppermost in my mind, as it were, says God. Because that's where I want to have my deepest connection to you. And that's going to be his downfall, meaning to say, he thinks he's there because he's a mechutin. No, he's there because I want a dir betachtonim, and he's going to be part of that. His whole Metzius is going to be revealed. You're nothing other than to reveal Eden and the Eibishter. Bereshis, Mishvil Yisrael, Mishvil HaTorah. It's the whole creation. And in that same Rashi, Bereshis, where the whole world is created, Mishvil Yisrael, Mishvil HaTorah is what? Why does the Torah start with Bereshis? Because the world will say you stole Israel. It's all tied in. Mamash happening now. All tied in with you stole the land. You're a colonialist, whatever it is. You have no right there. This is the whole din b'tachtoin and bereshis. It's all going to come down to this issue. I got yesterday, all rabbis did. Sorry, I'm not looking aside, but they get carried away a bit. But it's okay. From guy, Hebrew camp, I don't care if this is on tape, but go tell to the world. Gewaltig geschrieben. I sent it back a private note in a very nice way. The thing was, Israel now and forever. I said, please add one thing. Then, now and forever. Israel belongs to us because the Eibishter gave it to Eden, Avraham Avinu, and even earlier, 5,761 years ago. Gewaltig geschrieben. It's time already to say the emes. Making a big deal of the day that the UN gave us permission. Rahman Litzlan. Independence. We're totally dependent on the Eibush. The opposite of what HaOlah is. HaOlah is that we're completely reliant on him. This whole word is foreign. And we celebrate the UN voted Yeshakayach, and they can celebrate your house of lies and darkness. Fact. It's an embarrassment. But forget the embarrassment. It feeds into the enemy saying, oh, you're 48. We were there 47. We were there 46. We were 45. Get out of here. You're feeding into it. Come on, Litzlan. Enough already. We can't open our eyes and see what the world is saying. Morning. Didn't answer me. I just was very respectful. Very respectful. It's astonishing how now you can't see this. Okay, we'll finish the sentence. That's the sentence. Chaim, the president said that we have to do. We're waiting for everybody else to show up. But on this day, Mishnah says, and you don't fear my servant Yaakov. I feel no even if Edom sits by me, not even. He does, because that's the previous Hakavon. From there I bring him down, meaning that's why he's there. He raised himself like an eagle, I'll bring him down from there. High Lord, we just said it right now. Listen to these words. The reason he's there, that's the reason for his descent, meaning to say, it's in his bringing him down from there, which means revealing the pnimius hakavana of the tachta. That's what it means to bring him down. You have no mailu per se. Your mailu is because Hashem wants a dwelling place here in this world. That's why there's an Adam, that's why there's an Esau, that's why there's an Elam Hazan. Shemishon Dafka exposing, revealing that truth. That's the bittul of our avodim, that's the nullification and the destruction of the negativity of takbiyah kanesha, the arrogance. As the pasuk says, Esav and Yaakov are brothers. That's the madrega of What does Hashem care? They're all equally insignificant. That's externally, overtly. All is equal. But the end is no. The oiv is Yaakov. Because Eibishter chose. Atzmos, Eibishter chose. I want a dir b'tachtonim, and I want a relationship with you, and I want you, the Yid, to make it, and that's why everything else exists. And I chose to need that. I chose to need it. Chose to want it. Okay, to be continued. Beautiful words at the end, although the end of the Maimah, look at these guys. The end of the Maimah is Chassid Asiyum. We don't get much the end. Okay. All right, friends. Have a wonderful day.